Is that backwards? That might be backwards. So this is the Firefly matte black. I got this on Amazon for $139, I believe, shipped. They come from California, so it's a cheap guitar coming from California, made in China, I believe. There's a sticker on here that says something, but I can't read it, but it looks like a made in USA type sticker. I think it says made in China. I can't find it on the website, but it has to be made in China. I bought it because people were saying that it's a hidden gem on Amazon and the quality is incredible for what you pay. And I've always liked the Gibson 335s, even though it's not really a Gibson 335 because it has the sharper horns. When these first came out, from what I understand, the horns were more round, like the 335. And the second batch, or third, I'm not sure how long this has been out. This is more of the Ibanez style with the sharper horns, which looks nice. I got the matte black because I'm a rock fan, and I thought it looked pretty cool. I have a few colorful guitars, and I didn't need another one. Plus, I think at the time when I got this one, I think this was the only one in stock. I think. I could be wrong. I had a hard time finding it actually because there's a lot of people out there that buy these and then sell them for higher prices because, like I said, people refer to these as like hidden gems on Amazon because of the quality of it. They're pretty rugged guitars. The build quality for the price is good, and you can upgrade it from there. When I wanted to do an unboxing, but I didn't think I was going to do one, so I just opened it yesterday. As far as my first reaction to this, I kind of open my guitar slow. I start like you see people on YouTube, they take it out, take all the plastic off, and they look at it. I literally go in layers. So I took the headstock off first. First thing I'm looking at is the headstock while the whole guitar is covered. First thing I saw was there's paint all over the nut here, black paint, which it's a $139 guitar, so it's going to happen. But I noticed that I like the matte black finish on the headstock. I like that. The logos are screen printed on there. They look fine. I hate the little guitar headstock symbol in the F of Firefly. It reminds me of first act guitars, like those cheap student guitars. The tuners are okay. They're Grover style. They're not Grovers. They're thinner than Grovers. They have the kidney bean shape, so they look like Grovers. They stay in tune pretty well from what I've seen over the past 24 hours. But I also haven't been playing it too hard. The action, by the way, the action on this one was awesome right out of the gate. So obviously it is getting set up. But then moving down the neck, the fret ends are okay. They're level with the binding, which is good, but they're pretty sharp. I don't know if you can hear that. That's my skin. Not terrible. You can do it yourself. As far as the actual, I don't know if you can hear that, but the frets need to be polished because they're pretty rough. They're not Diodario strings. For what they used to ship them with Diodarios, but they stopped. I'm not sure why they stopped. They said it was because of customer requests. I don't know what customer would not want Diodarios or a higher end string on their brand new guitar. That seems strange to me. The fake pearl inlays are nice, but you can see the glue edges around it. Most of them are pretty good, but you can see glue residue on the higher frets on this one anyway. The binding here looks okay, but there is some glue sticking out of the binding here and here. Again, I'm nitpicking. It's only a $140 guitar, but I'm gonna get to my point in a little bit. The F holes here are cool. They have binding on the inside, which is nice to see. There is a spot of black paint inside, so that when they mask the thing off to paint it, they didn't do a great job because there's actually black. You probably can't see that. Yeah, there's black paint on the back wall of the guitar because it went right through here. So hanging up on the wall, I can see black spots on the inside of the guitar, which doesn't look that great. I'm not sure what these have for pickups. They sound okay. I looked at the spec sheet on the website, and I just looked at it real quick. It said it weighs like 12 pounds or something. I don't know if that's right. My first impression of weight when I took it out was I felt like it was really light, but it's a hollow body, so I don't know if, because literally I've played like one Gibson 335 in a Guitar Center like 5 years ago. I loved it, but I couldn't afford it. That was heavier, but this is also all maple. Everything on this guitar is maple. Neck, everything's maple. The block's maple. The tops and sides and back are maple. I'm not sure what kind of maple. It smells like a furniture store. I don't know if other people smell guitars, but I do. It smells like that brand new, like, it actually smells like I don't know if there's a difference between maple and pine, but it smells like pine to me. What else? Right out of the gate, the jack here was loose, so I had to, best I could, fix it to play. These strap buttons here, I don't know if it's my strap, because I have a cheap strap. I have a cheap strap that I just keep on the desk, because I tend to sit down. These strap buttons are that one's really small to me. It looks normal, but it's small because the strap just pops off like crazy. I don't know. It's maybe it's because the ends are sharp. Yeah, see this strap button here, it has like a sharp edge. There's no like bevel out to the end, so to grab the strap, it literally pops right off. So you would need strap locks on this guitar if you were to gig with it, if you wanted to gig with it. What else? My initial reaction as far as overall quality was I literally, because of the paint texture or the lack of texture, that flat black or matte black finish, because of that and the cream binding on the sides, I literally thought this guitar was made out of PVC when I was looking at it. That and then the binding in the F holes, the texture, the side PVC binding, but that PVC look. It literally, I thought this guitar was made out of PVC, and I was tapping the thing like, no, it's got to be maple, because I can see the back wall of maple here. But it was just so light to me. So, I mean, what am I getting at? I put a review on Amazon right after I got it. I was just disappointed, but like I said, $140. And I literally said something to the effect of $140 shipped in the USA is a good deal for any guitar, but cheap means cheap, right? This is a cheap guitar. I mean, this is not like a diamond in the rough. Like I paid $140 and this is going to be a $600-700 guitar. No, maybe a $200 guitar. I mean, it's not really like, it's not wowing me like it's wowing other people. And like I said, it could just be this guitar. Maybe. I wonder if the red guitar. They have a red one. They have like a sunburst blue one, and I think they have a green one. I wonder if those other guitars, if I would feel different about those because of those reflective finishes. Maybe it would make me feel like it was wood. I know this is wood. It doesn't feel like wood to me. It's weird. I don't know. I think maybe those colors would change it for me. I'm not going to get rid of it. I'm not going to sell it, probably. I mean, I can't get anything for it. I mean, maybe I give it away. I don't have a lot of high-end guitars, so it's not like I'm used to high-end guitars. I mean, I have a couple Chapmans, and I have an Epiphone Black Beauty that I've had for 25 years, and I have a few Harley Benton, cheap Harley Bentons. I have the Fusion Pro, which, by the way, is incredible, which is weird because I can't put the thing down. I bought it for like $350. But that's my point. So this guitar is $150 shipped from the U.S. I have a few Harley Benton guitars. I don't have any Harley Benton 335s, or I think they're called the HB 35s. Those run around $200, and now you're gonna pay another $30 from Germany to ship it. So $230. So almost a full $100 more than this. I'm willing to bet that that guitar has way more bang for your buck than this one. Now, what do I mean by that? The pickups, those Roswell pickups in the Harley Bentons are pretty damn good. The build quality, from what I can see from that to this, is 10 times better. It's still a cheap guitar. I mean, it's not a PRS or, you know, a Gibson, but although my Fusion over here, it's pretty. You should check out the Fusion Pro series because they're pretty incredible. I'm playing that more than my Chapman. It's a great. It has a roasted maple neck, which is the only one I've ever played, and I love it. But I mean, you know, if you want a cheap guitar, check it out. If you want to, you know, buy a guitar and mod the hell out of it, I mean, you're not going to really be losing any money, right? I wouldn't buy one again, but that's only because, like I said, I'm a little disappointed with the way it feels for me. This guitar feels like PVC. It's weird. And I can't explain it, but you know, whatever. It sounds okay. It plays pretty nice. You know, I'm not the best guitarist, but the action's great. But those frets, man, those frets need to be polished. I do like the style of it. The headstock's nice. Yeah. I don't know, $140, buy one. Maybe put in another $50 in like Vanson hardware or something. Some, you know, some better tuning heads, 18-to-1. I'm not sure what these are for the ratio. I think they might be like 14-to-1, which isn't bad. That's fine. Yeah, I mean, that's my review. Like I said, when I say I wouldn't buy it again, let me backtrack. Maybe I would buy this for like a kid. Like if I had a son who wanted to learn how to play guitar, maybe I'd buy one of these. I'd definitely buy this over a First Act guitar. Those are garbage. But with a little help, you know, this could be a nice guitar, I guess. I mean, I don't know if I'd put $100 into this thing or $50 into this thing when I could just buy, you know, already buy the Harley Benton version, which I'm sure is probably 10 times better. By the way, one of these knobs was actually off in the box. I don't know how that happens, but I put it back on and it was fine. They do ship a little package of picks and a guitar cable. I have not used the guitar cable. It's a pretty nice cable. I mean, it's braided. From some of the reviews I've seen, the cable's fine. Other reviews I've seen, the thing screeches like a son of a bitch. It's not the best quality. You move it around and it crackles. I haven't tried it yet. But yeah, I almost said First Act. Firefly guitars, made by I think JSN Guitars or something like that. Not terrible. And one thing, actually, before I go, one thing I was surprised by is this nut. Even though it was painted black, I got most of it off, but there is some paint on it. You probably can't see that. One thing I was surprised by is on a lot of these cheap guitars, they don't cut the nut right, and it's too tall. So you start playing. It's actually out of tune already. You start playing just the regular. I don't know, just the regular chords up here by the nut. I don't know what they're called. Cowboy chords. And because of the pressure against that and the height of the nut, the guitar goes out of tune right away. That's not the case. Actually, in one of my Harley Bentons, the nut was tall, and I actually had to cut that down. But yeah, $150. I guess you decide if it's worth it. And it's funny, the more I talk about it, the more it's growing on me a little bit. I'm kind of losing that PVC feel. But man, I don't know. I don't know what it is. And it's bugging the hell out of me. I think maybe it's because I have a matte black Black Beauty, and I love that guitar. And maybe I'm comparing it, not realizing it, the color. Check it out. That's all I got. Thanks.